Salah. Almost an hour gone.
Well, it's obvious why they're still trailing. They're not enjoying enough possession.
Denier. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Traore. Memphis Depay takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Fekir. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? This could fall anywhere. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Denier. Into the last quarter of an hour. Denier. Ball, who's going to get that? Goalkeeper's ball. A leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
To the keeper and try something new. Denier. Looks to clip it forward. Shapes to shoot. Mane. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Mohamed looking to shoot. They've scored! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.